welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Carolina Panthers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
All right, I will stop it there. So, just wanted to go over the opening day lineup. Pretty similar to last year. We did lose a couple of players. If you saw the the draft video, you'll know who we lost and who we gained. If you didn't, definitely go check it out. Pretty interesting stuff. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and go over the depth chart. Try to be quick with it. McPherson's going to be our starting quarterback. At halfback, we do have a new running back, Bryce Ragland. We picked him up off of free agency. Eli from last year, the first round pick, he got hurt in the preseason, so he should only be out for a couple more weeks. But we picked this running back up. He's more of like a receiving type back, so he should be fine. We'll only use him if Felton or Williams gets hurt. And then when it comes to the receivers, our receiving core is going to look pretty similar, but pretty different as well. We lost Middleton and we lost Jackson, which was a huge loss for our team. But we still have Mahoney and Hill. So we got Clemens as our number one, Mahoney, we got Hill. And then we got Devin Parker. We traded him for one of our will linebackers. We had 4 will linebackers that were viable on our team. And 2 years ago, we drafted someone named Kutcher. He was on our practice squad last year, actually. He leveled up pretty decent, but we wound up trading him just straight up for Parker. I think it was a Seahawks. They needed a will, we needed a receiver, and it wound up being perfect. He's kind of a Clemens-ish type receiver, a little bit bigger, can kind of do a little bit of everything. And then we have our rookie that we drafted, Carlos Buck, and we'll see how he does. We'll try to put him in here or there. He doesn't have any super attributes that are going to be worthy of putting him in a package like super speed or anything like that, but he is very quick, so I think eventually he could be a good slot receiver, but time will tell with that. Left tackle is the same, Correa. Lynch is going to be our left guard. McKinley is going to be our center. Right guard is going to be our first round pick, Fasano. I think he's going to be fantastic. He's a big power guard on that right side. Not the best with his finesse, but we'll go ahead and we'll get that leveled up with agility perks, things like that. And then on the right tackle is our first pick of the draft this year. Our first selection, not the first pick, but our first selection was Carrington, right tackle. This guy seemed like he's surprisingly good. Like he's very, very good. Because we actually traded up in the draft, if you remember. Wasn't for him if it was someone else, but there was a run on right tackles for some reason. But I'm very happy to have him. He's a big motherfucker, and he's just like Fasano. He's just big power guy. So we should have a lot of power on that right side. Left edge, Marshall starting like last year. Fusco is going to be backing him up. And then on right edge, Elliott is our full-time starter. As you know, Cabrera is gone. He was way too expensive. And I still think we have very good edges. I'm not concerned about our edges at all. Elliott, in my opinion, is an elite edge. So I think we should be fine there. We're not going to be doing a lot of switching around like we did with Cabrera. Cabrera is just such a special player. We just had to switch him around. But if we see some of those linemen with their pass bars going up, maybe we'll start switching things around. But anyway, so we traded Brandon O'Donnell, number 22. He was 30 years old, up for contract. We traded him for this guy, Creed Parks. Again, it was a straight up trade because we needed a right edge. We were looking the draft, won the draft, and there was nothing available. So we wound up getting Parks. Very similar to Elliott, very similar to Marshall. They're all kind of hybrid, 265-pound, ends that are good speed rushers, good power rushers, can kind of do a little bit of everything, and get out and, cover things like that. So they're all very similar. edges. So if someone gets hurt or something, we really shouldn't see much of a difference, when they're out or whatever. So let's see. Who's the biggest guy here? I guess we'll put him there. But anyway, so McQueen, Fulcher, Alante, McIntyre, and Bonds are our main defensive tackles. Same thing as last year. I don't think we lost anybody. Irons, again, starting at the Sam linebacker. Now, Terrian Smith was going to be our starting will when I traded O'Donnell, but I'm keeping him as our main backup. He's going to back up all three linebacker positions because he could play all three of them. So he's a little bit undersized for middle linebacker, but I think if we have to put him in, we could. And maybe what we can do, probably what we'll do, like if Firth actually gets hurt, we'll move Irons to the middle and we'll put Smith at the Sam. So that's probably what we'll do. But he's going to back up pretty much everywhere. Firth, again, middle linebacker. Will linebacker, we're starting Jay Woodward, and the reason why we're starting him, we actually drafted him last year in the second round. He was on our practice squad. He has a superstar X factor, which those players, you got to get him on the field. So yes, he's not as good as Terrian Smith, but he's a will linebacker, which is not used a ton in our defense, and he's actually very good. He's a big, strong linebacker. He's very fast, and he's got a superstar X factor. So we need to get him leveled up and open those abilities, and eventually he could be a dominating linebacker, in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and start him at the will. Cornerbacks, let's see. Cornerbacks, Massey's going to be the number 1. Lowry's going to be the number 2. Scott is going to be our number 3 nickel corner. Browning's going to be our number 4. And Haywood, our rookie, is going to be the number 5 corner, or just basically play if someone gets hurt. Free safety is Ridgeway. Strong safety is Agnew. And other than that, it's just punt returns, things like that. So we should be good to go. But yeah, some interesting stuff. Made 2, I would say, small to medium-ish trades. Nothing too big, straight up swaps. I didn't go, grabbing a bunch of draft picks or anything like that. In fact, this year, I did trade 2 players I was going to cut for 6th round picks. So I did get 2 extra 6th round picks, but they're 6th round picks. Anyway, so instead of just outright cutting them, because they were decent players, we just didn't need them or anything like that, and I just got them to another team. Anyway, so yeah, that's our lineup. We're not as deep as we were last year, but we're still very good off. We have our main players, and we should be still dynamic on offense and dominating on defense. So let's see how we perform.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
So I'm probably not going to talk a ton in this. I'm actually having a little bit of a hard time with the congestion today, and I still haven't figured out. I don't know what it is. I dust my room, things like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but it does. It's kind of a pain in the ass, and it's like once I talk for more than a minute or two, it just starts really kicking in hard. So probably refrain from speaking a lot, but I'll throw my 2 cents in here or there. But anyway, sit back and enjoy.
We're preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back over.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious how my offensive line is going to play. That I think is going to be. That's going to be a big factor for us on that right side. See how that right side plays and does. We're going to play underneath and press.
Looking to throw.
There we go.
Short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Do some cover 2, man.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Conrad. It's taken in by his big tight end. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yeah, I don't know why that number 0 is there.
They'll run on first down. Beltran.
It's the play sheet. I know it's the play sheets, but we'll have to see what other.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be
Yeah, see, now we got to go through all this shit.
And the big fella stuffed that one
Annoying.
up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because
Look at this. We got to
move
do
up
all
to the
these
next level
fucking
if you don't
plays.
Take care of him first.
Yeah, now we can't even pick our plays. So what happens? This happened to us last year. You can't go in. There's certain plays that get added in when you do your play sheets, and you can't go in to your normal like formations and things like that, like after the game, and put them in. You can't do that. So what happens is it just defaults it to the fucking long snapper, and now you got to go change it and shit like that. It's freaking annoying. So I don't even know what they called here, to be honest. Some man defense. Who knows?
play action. Conrad.
Come on, Lowry.
And that going to be incomplete.
Let's get this stuff switched as soon as we can.
Well, we've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
Yep, I'm just letting the computer pick the fucking play right now.
Incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Beautiful.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. And they will bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
So maybe with these I can because they're nickel plays. Maybe I can. I didn't notice it.
None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive line.
So I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have
The
to
O-line,
remind myself
they
to
go
check
to the
that.
sideline. They keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find
Okay,
them.
we're good.
Yeah, the cameras
All right,
can't
cool. We should be
find
fine
them, but
now.
I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
I have to remind myself to do
Send
that
out their
somehow.
punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out,
We don't want the long snapper to end.
Here's Hill on the return.
All right, let's see how the offensive line does.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal
We're going to run right up the right side. We're going to test these guys.
Check every box with this
So it's going to be
guy.
number 78 and number 50.
He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and
Not too
every
bad.
week.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets
Actually, that number 79 Spears that I drafted a couple of years ago, and I didn't like him. He's and if I'm talking weird, that's again congested.
Coming in, he really likes
I
to
wasn't
chase
crazy
ahead
about him.
based on a terrific offseason.
He's actually
And
become
runs
pretty
like
damn
that on
good
opening weekend
over the last couple of years. Just been kind of chipping away and
So from
leveling him up,
36
throwing him in a
now,
couple of
1st
little
and
like
10.
blocking schemes, things like that. He's getting pretty good.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's get
Brings up 2nd
It'll
and
come up
7.
2nd and 7.
13 to pass here.
Back to throw. McPherson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That was Carrington.
That was a passer's nightmare.
That let him
The front
get
door
through.
totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
We'll let him through there. Let's see. I want to say it was the left side. It was stunt. All right. It is what it is.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession
All right,
here
so-
on the punt. And the Commanders will take
Let's
over.
go ahead. Let's give him some
1st
pressure
and
up the
10.
middle.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Come on, come on.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try to force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. From the gun on third down. Conrad. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers
All right, let's see if we have a better offensive showing. Our ends are playing very well, which I'm not surprised. I think we're gonna be fine when it comes to
they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
rushing the passer, to be honest.
Throwing to start the drive. McPherson.
This is a referencing more as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
We going.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Very nice.
Big play there. 65 yards. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Nice blocking, by the way.
As a former DB, you might not like
Excuse me, nice blocking.
From a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders, nothing.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. He lost the football. The lineman on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
On first down, Felton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Commanders' 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. Quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McPherson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
And the first quarter, like you said, is set the tone. Can't connect there. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely happening.
The Washington offense going back to work. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down.
So McQueen is not in the spot I want him. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Let's see. Switch that. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're set up correctly there. Now we're good. Okay, cool. Whatever. Pick the wrong play. That's okay. That's a fine play. We're going to play underneath.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, let's get him in.
Yeah, I'm over here fucking with my shit for too damn long, to be honest. We did the same crap last year. Last year was the same shit.
Relief coming from the sideline and from their point on the field because this.
I see on the left, number 44, the left linebacker. That's our guy. That's our new guy. All right, let's lock in. Let's focus. We're getting out of focus here.
He went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Off the play fake, Conrad. That's going to be caught.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're messing with your stuff for the entire first quarter because it's not set right. I mean, even though I went in and did everything, you know, these are the problems that happen. But that's cool. That's cool. We'll get in our rhythm. That's okay.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one.
Pretty annoying. I went through this like the first 3 games last year. The same thing.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
There he is. The running back.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense isn't too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready? Let's go.
2nd and 5. That's complete. It's good. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day.
And he's got a touchdown.
Good old reliable. I actually was wanting to throw it to Mahoney on that one, to be honest. He had the better cut.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the opponents. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Commanders.
So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
We also lost Newsom. Sorry, I had to just talk. But we also lost Newsom, number 9, who was like a premier cornerback. So Lowry's going to have to make up for a lot.
17-7 is our score.
For a big hole. But we'll still be all right. We still got Massey and all them.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will Change on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Fuck yes. McQueen's probably going to be our leading sacker. He's just dominant.
Loss of 6 yards on the sack. Washington going to send out their punter.
Fucking Cabrera signed with our rivals, the Saints. That's going to be crazy to see him, 3 times a year, because we always play him in the playoffs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to
They make the NFC Championship every year with us, and now they got Cabrera. So. And they have Flanagan, so they have best defensive tackle in the league and the best end in the league. So that should be fun with our rookie offensive lineman.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at repeat.
Good job, Fasano. I like the push, bud.
Frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hits him in stride. They're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McPherson. Out route to Hill, complete. Get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. McPherson.
Too early.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Paxton. Yeah, that was. It wasn't too early, so I needed to wait a little bit longer because I wasn't quite past the linebacker. And then that safety played up. So again, these hook plays on the left, they really throw everything off in my offense. They throw everything off because my offense is based off of flow. Everyone needs to be flowing left or right. If you're standing in the middle and you're standing there, even if you're on the other side of the field, it kind of throws things off. But anyway, I'm not blaming that. But, yep. Yeah, so he played up. Yeah. That was a bad read on my end, 100%.
This one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone.
Yeah, just feeling off today, man. It's okay. Those things happen.
Offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right
we'll get through it. We'll grind through it.
Encouragement because
try to play simple.
What's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Conrad. Throwing the out route.
Massey went.
It's Griffin. A gain of 14. First down, Commanders.
A gain of 14.
Stephanie.
Washington first down.
Hot 70. Hot 70.
Operating from the gun. Conrad. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Conrad. He's got Thompson here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Washington
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beltran looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 11-yard line.
Come on. Set. Viking 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Gain of 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown run there.
Yeah, we don't have the same coverage we had last year.
The Commanders are back.
We're having the same rush. We're just not covering like we did last year. But I think sometimes there's some seasons where it's like you need 3 or 4 games for your defense to kind of start gelling. Plus, I think this game kind of started fucked up. They got the momentum because I was over here screwing around with the long snapper, shit like that I shouldn't have to do. I think kind of gave them some momentum. So.
A good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that.
We'll get the momentum back.
Still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor.
So we're gonna play fairly conservative until we kind of get our momentum going.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
An easy thing for them to do.
Good old Paxton.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They have a very smart secondary.
Now here's a second down and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That play usually works really good. I actually had to throw it to a different receiver. That's normally a play that goes to Judge.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Felton trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11. At the Commanders.
The first carry now. This is Williams.
Beautiful. First carry of the game.
Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to extend their
A little sloppy so far, but effective. We just need to get our bearings on defense. That's our biggest thing right now.
Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They get something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick.
So I would say besides a couple of flub ups at the beginning with the right tackle and guard and pass protection, they've been playing well, especially in the run game.
Just across the 25.
They've been run blocking good.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about
They're going to run a weak side run.
You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational, that's for your kids. Look it up. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and
Yeah, they're just able to get their passes off very quick. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's run some cover 2, man. Let's give that a try.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
But they've been doing a lot of like drags and shit too, which is been a little bit rough.
Motion right. Second and 1.
Fuck yes.
Comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers side. Now 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Conrad.
Fuck yes. Yep, see, we're putting pressure. Our pressure is very good, actually. He's just able to get the, he's just finding open receivers very fast.
I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
That's where we need to make a play.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. Where it goes a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them.
Try to get the linebacker over.
1st and
Yep,
10
there we go.
at their own 44. They'll start this drive out.
Nice running by Felton. Love it. Absolutely love it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
There we go. Starting to feel like our team a bit more.
Just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
32-yard line.
Back to throw. McPherson.
Fucking Paxson, you asshole.
Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there.
He fucking intercepted and caused that fumble. That guy, dude, he was so good for us. He was so good for us. All right, then let's get back on defense. I can't even challenge that shit. That was ridiculous.
Put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery. Conrad. He's got it complete to Thompson.
Too many open players.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
I wonder if we could, if we were to cover this.
Stuck with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
We're gonna we're just gonna run a Tampa 2.
First
see how that
and
goes.
10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Bam. I tell you, Elliott is just smashing them right now.
Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Conrad.
Dang it, man.
He's going to get this down to the 30.
You're getting us right there.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Caught here by Griffin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. It's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And his kick is good.
First, I think the first half went fairly well, sloppy in the beginning, especially screwing around with a couple little things, kind of getting back in our groove on offense. And then defensively, we're putting very good pressure. Our linebackers are playing well.
All right, Brandon, thanks
We're just
much.
not getting
Welcome
that
in,
same
everyone, to the
play from the
Orlando
secondary.
Studios.
But I think that's more of a chemistry thing
We'll let both
and a
sides
momentum
catch
thing.
their
So,
breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for
like
the
I said, it's
going to
take one play. Someone's going to have to come in and force a
to the
fumble,
stadium as we
interception,
rejoin our
something like that for us to get our mojo
Brandon
back.
Godden and Charles Davis.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive...
Nice block. Nice block by Mahoney. Oh, yeah. If he didn't block him, he may have been tackled, to be honest.
Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he's just fast enough where he's very tough to catch.
Point after try forthcoming.
Well, defense is going to be on the field a lot sooner than I thought, so.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Escapes of
So
the
defensively, we just got to get back to basics, play tight, play hard, hit hard, and make things difficult. Even if they're completing their passes, make it tough to catch, knock the shit out of them, just make them fucking earn everything, and eventually we'll get over on them.
You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up second down.
We're going to play underneath. I know they just did an underneath play, but I think they're going to stick with that.
Looking to throw.
Nice. Very good swim move by Queen. That was just ridiculous.
It'll go as a loss of about 6.
All right, so
Brings up third.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
fuck yeah.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. 6 yards. And now that brings up fourth down.
There we go.
Loss of 6 yards on the sack. On is the punt team now as this one's set away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true.
Rookie.
That was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. Quick slant to Hill. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First down. First and 10.
Up the middle they go. Felton. They have power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Fulton. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We are run blocking very well, I will say
6
that.
yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to throw. McPherson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Mr. Reliable.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Look in Washington as they come onto the field.
Okay, ready?
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run on first down. Beltran. Fights through. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Davis now. He finds his man, complete. It's down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Commanders first down.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get it. Hey, ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beltran. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the
Getting a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hawk 70.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beltran. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Start.
Operating from the gun. Davis. And it'll be intercepted.
That's exactly what we needed.
And the Panthers are going to take
We needed our captain, big players to step up and make a big play. That's exactly what we needed. And there is a backup quarterback in. I don't know when we heard the starter, but we heard him somehow, some way.
But that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training.
We are really blocking well today.
That he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Like, our run blocking is fantastic. Love it.
First and 10.
Love to see that.
38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready, go.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams.
Our center is playing an absolutely magnificent game.
He'll take this all the way up
Very
to
good game.
midfield. 180 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Dang it. Rookie let him through. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Looking to throw. McPherson.
See ya. Good old reliable, baby. Just kind of snuck in behind everybody. They didn't even notice he was coming. They didn't even notice he was coming.
Touchdowns. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
They didn't even see him sneak around.
One after here coming up. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fucking A. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing to start the drive.
Done.
McPherson. And he's got it.
He went over to cover Mahoney, actually. He was covering that post.
Touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on. touchdown catch of the game. One
Jesus.
behind the all-time
Thought he had 3.
record of 5.
Yep. You don't need any other receivers besides him. He's all in one, that guy.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Panthers 52.
A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Yeah, the quarterback's out. Look at that. That's
forget
crazy.
about it, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue.
Oof, you're in trouble.
Well, and that's really unfortunate for them to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves.
They are in trouble.
Winning the game.
Yeah, we're dominating them in the line.
So
If our corners can hold them for more than a second, then we're all right. We got to tackle, guys. We got to tackle. We can't hit them at the back of our shoulder and roll to the floor. We can't do that.
For a pickup of a handful.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Davis from the gun on 3rd down.
Come on, guys. We got to tackle. Dude, let him catch it. Cool, but you got to tackle him. What the fuck's up with them? You guys not tackling people.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 40.
It's one of those games. That's exactly what it is. That's what I'm chalking it up to.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday.
Every once in a while,
Night
just
Primetime.
your guys just aren't going to tackle.
NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on
They're doing a little
EA
hit and roll or
Sports.
whatever it is.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
You will,
for the
Sam.
fourth quarter, a very
Some
one-sided
pressure.
affair.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Agnew, let's go. Oh, come on. You're not even trying for the ball, dude.
15. And they move this all the way down to the
One of these
9.
games, man.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just
This is a backup quarterback, by the way.
They'll send a receiver.
Yeah, our guys just, they're not really tackling, not going for balls. They're not really playing aggressive.
He finds his
I mean, that's how you not. It's within his hitbox. Okay.
9-yard touchdown ground.
Whatever. That was ridiculously
Get a
stupid.
small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Alrighty.
The score, Panthers
Point after,
52.
right down the middle.
Commanders
And that'll cut the
24.
lead down a bit to 28.
Yep, even our good players aren't playing well. But they're not like tackling and shit.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game is gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win?
No, we
As
don't play
many
like that.
People pointed out to me, it's a video
That's no
game,
fun.
man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship,
No fun.
not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Ooh, what a hit by that safety.
Sparrows will take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Okay.
107 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on
No!
Team that's intercepted.
He got to that ball quick. Damn.
Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
He got to that ball fat. Man, Paxton's so good, dude. Fuck. Yeah, dude, 9 times out of 10, I'd actually completed that.
Okay, so let's face it.
9 times out of 10.
Happy about this play. Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But
Yeah.
It's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game
We may have thrown it a tad late. I'll have to watch it again. I may have thrown it a tad late.
After a gain of 4.
That's most likely what happened, to be honest. I probably threw it a tad late.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Davis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on 3rd down, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but
Yeah, they're catching every contested ball and stuff. But it's okay. It's just, it is what it is.
Continues with a 9-yard
It is what it
pickup.
is.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Davis. And a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yep. Everything is contested. We're catching it.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup. Leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check the Eagles.
They'll go with the keeper. He's going to have the Commanders' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
47-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Now again, right side. Beltran.
Very good.
Reinforcements coming as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Very good.
They go backwards there 2 yards.
Our defense is playing well.
One is now
I will say our defense is playing well. I just think that they're, like I said, catching every contested pass. You know, it's just a lot of things that don't normally happen.
70, Timber.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Fucking A.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 4 yards. Calling a loss of 4 on the sack. And speaking of the number,
We're going to play underneath.
brings up 4th down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Rocco.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Yeah, good job, Lowry. Nice.
And they turn it over.
It's a turnover on downs.
First down, Fulton. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
4-yard line.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
What? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of these games. Judge missing balls in his hands. They can't miss anything. It's just one of these games. It's just one of these games. We're going to get out of this game and move on to the next. That's
It
what we're
does
going
feel
to
like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, you're up. You can continue.
It's one of those games.
To do it. It's up to the
I think everything we're going to play, like, especially defensively, we're going to play much better after this.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this
I hit the
game.
wrong button.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. There's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 2-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is
Yeah, besides kind of the little BS things on defense and the 2 interceptions, I think the game's gone well, to be honest. I think our rookies have played well. We're not as strong in the secondary, and we're not as strong at receiver. We're just not. I don't feel like I have as many options. Like, Jackson was just such a good number 2 option. Him going across the field and catching that ball and running with it, he was very dynamic. I just don't really, I don't feel like I have that as much with Hill. And then Mahoney is very good, but he's, I'm not going to say one-dimensional, but he's not like a really good like possession type receiver.
And no doubt this is not the way
So
they had hoped to open
I just feel like
their
consistency
season.
isn't
Played here in front of the national
quite there like
audience.
it was last year when it comes to receivers. But
Now Davis throwing to start the drive.
yeah, they're catching everything. We can't tackle them. Yeah, it's just one of these. It's just one of those games. 9 times out of 10, they knock the ball out of their hands when they hit them like that.
In this lopsided affair.
Not today. Not
So
today.
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? Hiking, 18.
Operating from the gun, Davis. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Davis.
Come on.
It was stopped right at midfield. Nothing open
Come on,
downfield.
40 shit.
Himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, they look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Davis.
Nice.
Sideline, but it's incomplete.
Lowry's been a little consistent, but he's played well.
Down big, you'd have to imagine this defense is
He's
just going to
played
sit
well.
back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Very nice defense there.
Flag, but it falls to the ground.
Very happy with that.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Incomplete.
At After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
79 front row. 19, 18. 19 tight. 18. Pioneer.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Dude, I couldn't even throw the ball.
He took a shot as he let
I couldn't even throw the ball. I mean, I hiked and tapped the button. That's what I did. Okay.
go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm just hiking and tapping the button.
It's incomplete.
I'm hiking and tapping the button. That's what I'm doing.
Pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun.
Hike, tap the button, and then I'm getting hit.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
60 Vikings.
Throwing to start the drive. Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Hold it ready.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Get it.
Back to throw. Davis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack.
That's the end of the game.
Davis from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route.
There we go.
That's Thompson. And they'll get
What a
him
weird
down
game.
3 yards short of the 1st.
What a weird game. I got to check and make sure the long snapper's not in my fucking defense. And yeah, just an odd game. Really weird. They played, it just, the AI of Washington was just kind of quirky.
Yeah, I think it makes it
Like I said, they're just
special,
catching
right?
every
It makes
fucking
it so
pass, no matter what. I mean, they get hit by Agnew and Ridgeway. They're still catching it.
Like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know they're
They're getting in immediately. It was just weird. It was a weird game.
The season, and before we
Good
know
first
it,
game. I
we'll
thought
be
I thought our
talking
team
about
played
opening up
well.
on Thursday night again.
Like I
Next
said, not
season.
as strong at receiver, not as strong at corner, which I think we're fine with that. It was just a quirky game.
Victory here in front of the home crowd.
You know, it started off kind of weird with the, having to adjust, and momentum was kind of lost, and we had to kind of get it back. And,
meanwhile, for Washington,
pushed a couple of passes. Paxton made plays. He had he forced 3 turnovers. He's a superstar. So
at home next week.
Probably should have done it better. Done better keeping it away from him, to be honest.
I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
But we normally don't have those problems, even if they're superstar players. We usually can kind of get around that. But let's go ahead and check out the player stats for the first game of the season. 368 yards, 74% completion percentage. Love those numbers. 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We're just pushing the ball. We're going to get interceptions with a strong arm quarterback that pushes the ball, but we want to avoid getting multiple interceptions. So we want to avoid getting any interceptions. But I think overall, take those 2 out. I think overall he played really well. Ran the ball. I mean, look at this. It's stupid. Ran the ball excellent. Should have got Williams the ball more often, to be honest. Receiving, Clemens just tore him up. Mahoney. I didn't realize Mahoney had that many yards, to be honest. Yeah, everyone played great. We do need to feed Judge more. We need to feed him more often. He did drop that one pass, though. Defensive, Elliott. Agnew at 10 tackles. Elliott at 10 tackles, 6 tackles for loss at 5.5 sacks. Great first game of the season for him. McQueen had 4 sacks. Marshall a sack and a half. Fulcher a sack and a half. So we had our sacks. We're not losing in that category. Interceptions, we only had the 1 interception. Lowry had 4 pass deflections, but I think they were picking on him too. So he did allow a couple of plays, but he also stopped a lot of plays. Agnew had 2, Ridgeway had 1, and then forced fumbles. We had 3 forced fumbles, Elliott, McCain, and Agnew. So I will catch you in week 2. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, y'all. Late.